Hey everybody, welcome to August 29th. I'm actually kind of happy. My new cable just came in for my microphone, so I've been trying to see if I can move around my microphone, and I can now, which is very nice, because it means it wasn't a problem with the microphone, it was a problem with the cable that apparently had electrical damage in it. Who knew? Well, it was secondhand from my editor, so maybe it just got overheated at some point. I don't know. Futaba will be in your care today. Make sure you don't let any dudes try to hit on her. Oh, it's voice acted.
Make sure you don't let any dudes try to hit on her.
I'll fight them off.
Don't do anything that'll make you stand out, moron. Just act with your brains, okay?
Sure.
Hey, can we go already?
Yeah, we're gonna go
I'm
on.
sure you'll be all right.
It's just a day trip. Don't underestimate me.
Right. Sorry. Guess I just have to let it go. Have fun, but be careful, you two.
Okay. See you later. Oh, not that one.
Oh man, it's packed.
Sorry for the wait. Got a better opinion of me now? What? Cat got your tongue? Come on.
Are we messing around? What?
This is perfect! There's nothing perfect about that. Stay still for a second. You'll be just fine.
What a wholesome girl. Okay, so now we're at the beach. Everyone's having fun.
Oh, it's so hot.
Except for Ryuji. This is one of my favorite, and this day has one of my favorite and least favorite parts of this entire part of the game. You'll see which part I love, because I'm gonna just hold on it for a bit, and which part I'm gonna just hit fast forward and not even care about what's going on.
There's a lot of people here. Are you okay, Futaba? I'm fine. You guys are here. It's almost lunchtime. No! The squid's staring at me!
It's cooked, so don't worry. Would you even eat squid if I'm not around?
Why don't we eat lunch too?
Yeah, that'd be good. Also, I thought they were gonna have a, never mind.
I'll go get some stuff for us then.
You're eating that even here?
Hey, this is a girl after my own heart. She stores food everywhere on herself, in case she gets hungry.
My staple food.
This should be a familiar flavor. Yet how does it taste so good?
What's up, Makoto? You ain't eating much.
Oh,
feeling well or something?
You just don't get it, do you, Ryuji? When a girl's in a swimsuit, she wants to look as slim as possible.
Morgana, don't. I would stop talking.
Still, you're worrying too much. Did you make sure to eat breakfast? Mona lacks tact.
Thank you.
So, what do we do now? Should we play some beach volleyball?
Oh, sorry. Us girls already made plans to ride a banana boat. We could only rent a 3-person one. Sorry.
We conveniently rented one in which only the 3 of us could be in a place at once, so the 3 of you guys can go do something, so we can leave Morgana behind.
Wait, then what about us?
Keep an eye on our stuff.
That is actually what happens.
Hell no! Why you gotta treat us like that? We're celebrities making headlines. You should treat us better.
I do think they're not bad in the metaverse, but in reality... strange, isn't it? They can steal treasures, but they don't seem like they can steal a girl's heart at all.
You know, you girls are talking about Ryuji, but you keep saying all of us. I mean, I don't even think Yusuke likes girls.
But, Lady On, can we get to the banana boat already? Oh, sorry. We'll go now.
Also, swan boats are a little bit better than banana boats, but that's just me liking birds.
When we're done. Keep an eye on our stuff for us. Banana! Banana! The sand's
Banana!
It's dangerous if you run around like that.
Banana.
You don't get how amazing we are. We risk our lives being phantom thieves. There's no way we're the same as other guys around here.
I'm trying to see where the correct volume should be. I think about there should be good.
Shouldn't we be having more good times in reality too?
You're just full of yourself.
No, we're special. Don't you agree, Yusuke?
Well, if you put it that way, you may be right.
Yusuke, don't go down this dark path. You're dressed as a, you're dressed like a Sith in the White Album, but we don't, you don't need to go down that route.
On and the others don't get it because they're always around us.
Hey, how do we get Lady On to notice how amazing we are as phantom thieves?
Well, you gotta steal you know what.
Treasure?
That's our job in the metaverse. What we're gonna steal in reality are girls' hearts.
Okay, I thought you were talking about their swimsuit, and I didn't want to click that one accidentally.
I see. I just need to prove my skills in reality as well.
Let's steal all the hearts with the skills we've honed as phantom thieves.
I've yawned 3 times in this episode already. I don't think that's good. Can probably just down this soda and then drink another one for the rest of the episodes coming up.
I'm sure girls will be all over us considering the vibes we give off.
Very well, let's do this. Pulling off our work in reality doesn't sound bad.
I don't like how loud I swallow.
Get settled then. So, Mona, you're in charge of watching over our stuff, okay?
Huh?
Alright, let's hurry up and go.
Hey, what the hell? Get back here! Don't leave me behind!
You know, maybe approaching a girl, all 3 of us at the same time, was a bad idea. Explain to me why we did that again? I don't know, the ocean just kind of looks kind of bland to me. Feel better?
Come on, man.
Don't say that like I'm the only one who messed up. We're going about it as a team, right? Since a presence staring at us for some time. Are we being followed? Wait, does that mean girls are gonna hit on us? No. It doesn't. I am now going to fast forward. I think we lost him in the fast forward button. Those characters are literally my least favorite part of any Atlas game. Not just Persona, not just Shin Megami Tensei, any Atlas game I have ever seen or played. Those two characters are the worst part of any game. And I will skip that dialogue just to avoid them.
Wait.
By the way, where's Yusuke? I am here. And now we immediately go into my favorite part. So this is where you two were. Been searching for you. What are you doing with those lobsters?
Yes.
While you were busy with your interrogation, I found these beautiful specimens on sale. And so I decided to spend the last of my money on them. Man, you're real hopeless when it comes to cash. Wait, you're watching us? Why didn't you help? Apologies, but I was entranced the moment I set eyes on this distinct shape. I was in love. I haven't had my very core shaken as vigorously as this since the first time On entered my gaze. Good for you?
I'm very sorry.
We're here with friends. Oh, come on, don't lie to us, baby. How about you just come for a nice cruise on our boat? It's gonna be a party too. Tons of celebrities and industry people will be coming along. Trust us. We're generic rich guys who know celebrities and people on boat. On day and time. Well, you had to have people hitting on the guys, and now you're having people hit on the girls. Are you even listening to us? Sorry about the wait. Huh, so you're being serious about being here with friends. That's what we've been saying from the start. Did you find it kind of boring spending your time with kids like them? It's far more interesting than anything involving you two. What was that? Hey, let's just leave the children have fun with fellow children. We'll be going now. What creepy 30-year-olds trying to hit on high school kids?
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming along like that. These guys wouldn't stop pestering us. They got lucky. What do you mean? Things gone bad, we would have had to send them to the hot. Do you want? Never mind, it's nothing. By the way, where are Futaba and Morgana?
Huh? What?
Are those lobsters? One in each hand? I was wondering about that myself. Are you gonna make them into this sashimi? Perhaps roast them whole.
What?
Enough of your vile postulations. These are purely for the sake of visual appreciation. Did tons of stuff today. All in all, I guess coming to the beach was pretty worth it. If they do not include... Okay, I'm getting really close to the microphone, so you know I'm being serious. If they do not include Yusuke's lobsters in the royal version, I will be forever peeved. I am serious here. If they do not somehow include not only the lobsters, but make them more prominent, as in we go over to his house and there is a fish tank with the lobster still in it. If that does not happen, I will be very cross. Okay.
We should probably start heading home.
Agreed. Let's pack up.
Futaba seemed fine in the crowd too, so it looks like she's overcome her last exercise.
Hey, Futaba! We're going home! Stop standing around and help us!
Yeah, turn the game volume back up just a little bit. To there. Let's see how well that works out.
You know, all this time, I thought that it was my fault that my mom died.
Uh-huh.
It's because everyone said that I killed her. Everyone looked at me thinking I was a murderer. I ended up hating this world. That's why I shut myself in and covered my ears. I wished my mom would come back to life. Sometimes I'd wake up and think it was all a dream. But nothing had changed in the world. That's why I'd sleep again. It'd be a repeat of that. I loved my mom. I wanted to become like her. How she'd work late into the night. How she'd wake up early and make me a boxed lunch every day. How she'd do her best to further her research. How she'd scold me for peeking at her notes.
It was cognitive science, wasn't it?
The cognitive world can become distorted through desires. If it becomes distorted, a person begins exhibiting problematic behavior in reality. That cognitive world disappears when you remove its core, and further problematic actions stop.
I wonder... You know, as a... Persona has always been a series of interpreting metaphor as visual imagery. I honestly wonder what certain people that I know, either like in real life or like important people on the internet, quote unquote important, if they were to have palaces, like what would they even be? And would they even have a distorted view on reality enough to have a palace? Like, stuff like that. I've always kind of wondered about stuff like that. Because, again, most Persona is based off of psychology. Like, actual, like, Jungian psychology. So it's like, it'd be interesting to, like, see an actual, like, philosophical analysis of certain things, you know?
Isn't that about palaces?
That's the metaverse! She knew about that? It made no sense back then. But now I understand after it actually happened to me. All I thought about was my mom. I was trapped in a cognitive labyrinth. I couldn't get out of it. There was nothing I could do by myself.
That's why you asked us to steal your heart? That's a huge jump in logic in so many ways.
At first, I didn't believe the rumors about the Phantom Thieves, that they steal hearts. But I overheard you accidentally. I learned that you were near me.
Overheard? Ah, the bug. So why were you listening in on LeBlanc in the first place?
I had to keep an eye on Sojiro, make sure he was actually working.
Talk about an awful hobby.
You talked about stealing hearts. When I heard that, I was so happy I jumped up and down. I thought maybe the Phantom Thieves could cure my heart.
You could have just told us from the start.
You might have been wary of me if I asked out of nowhere. And besides, you could have been bad guys.
I just realized I dozed off. I'm sorry.
That's why I cautiously got in contact with you. I checked many times to see how you'd react.
Yes. You had us twisted around your little finger.
But Futaba, you didn't talk to anyone besides Boss for a long time, right? You must have needed a lot of courage to contact the Phantom Thieves.
There were two reasons for it. One was Medjed's taunt. The Phantom Thieves were so pitiful, it frustrated me. I would have been in trouble if they got disbanded too.
Indeed. You were our only hope.
Which kind of brings up the point. How is it that we, as a main character, end up running into, just happen to run into famous people and the people who are affected by them, or like groups, or like, you know, it's like, this will come up in the next 2 dungeons, 3 actually, but it's like we all end up knowing important people that are associated with a lot of other things, and they just happen to be right next to us. And Futaba is like literally just like, I'm not going to say related to us, but she is sort of in our family group, and she just happens to be one of the founding members of Medjed. I was like, who in this world has had books written about them. Just kind of interesting to think about.
The other was what I heard through wiretapping LeBlanc. Sojiro was being blamed with lies, like abusing me. He was being threatened to spill everything about my mom.
Talk about making shit up.
It made me sad, and it hurt. I thought, I have to save Sojiro. I gotta do something.
So that's why.
At the Phantom Thieves, I didn't think you guys would be taking such risks for me. I didn't think you'd worry about me so much. I'm sorry that I acted like I doubted you guys.
Do you believe in us now?
Yeah, I can tell. You aren't bad guys. That's why I have a request. Let me join your team.
There's nothing to join. You're already one of us.
I'll be honest, changing people's hearts isn't my goal. I want to learn what happened to my mom. The reason why she was killed.
Killed?
It was written in her notes. Should the self in the cognitive world die, the self in the real world would lose consciousness.
Is this about mental shutdowns?
Then the criminal that Kaneshiro mentioned.
Yes, that could be the case.
I don't like pursuing this line of thought, but perhaps your mother's shadow was...
I don't know for sure. Like right before my mom died, she didn't seem right.
In what way?
No matter how much I talked to her, she wouldn't answer back. And she didn't jump into the road, it was more like she collapsed and fell in. That's why I thought what was written in the notes was real, and looked into it. I read books, checked theses that were released online. I even snuck into the networks of various research labs to look at their classified data.
That's why you're good at hacking. What kind of brain do you have?
But I didn't figure anything out. My mom's research was nowhere to be found. She was killed by someone, and her research was treated like it never existed. I bet it's them. Those adults in the black suits who read the fake suicide note. I'll never forgive them.
Futaba.
If I stay with you guys, I think I can find out more about that world. Then eventually, it might even lead to those men in black. It's a super personal reason why I want to join you. Is that okay? Or would I just be dead weight?
If anything, you're dependable. Ain't that right, Mona?
What is that supposed to mean?
Why are you looking at me? Are you trying to say I'm inadequate?
Ryuji, you haven't been on the team for a while.
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable!
Yeah, Morgana is like a permanent party member, Ryuji. I wouldn't say anything mean to him.
This is what our Phantom Thieves are like. but I hope we get along, Futaba.
By the way, I opened a second soda so I can stay awake. I'm gonna be recording up until like I think like the 5th of December, because that's when we go into, because the 6th is when we go into Mementos. And there's a lot to do in Mementos, including like get new personas, level up to like what? Ooh. Okay. So the guide I've been looking at basically says I grinded to about like 2 million yen. It's like, oh, okay. And I stopped at about level 37. I went, yeah, it would be a shame if I went past that. Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's leave those two be. Why don't we lose no time and decide on Futaba's codename?
What's that?
It's not cool if we called each other by our real names.
Tell the real reason, Anne. We didn't want the person we first jumped into to figure out it was us, so we just kept walking around with different names.
Joker, Skull, Mona, Panther, Queen, and I'm Fox.
In Futaba's case, hacker wouldn't be right, would it?
Mech?
PC?
No. Why don't we go literal and call her Goggles? Super lame. You've got no taste, kitty.
Agreed.
In your face.
Yuji, you have less taste.
Do you have any good ideas for Futaba's codename?
Pharaoh?
I'll curse you.
I'll accept it.
What would you want it to be, Futaba?
Oracle. With my vision, I'll guide you all to victory.
Well, you do have red hair and glasses. All you need to do is for someone to break your legs and end up in a wheelchair.
Sounds great.
Oh, that's dark.
Then Futaba will be Oracle.
But man, I never even dreamed that the rumored Phantom Thieves would be so close. Same goes to you. To think you'd be the daughter of a metaverse researcher. Talk about a mysterious fate.
Talk about a coincidental bunch of people who all end up either going to the same school or knowing each other. Suddenly. Accidentally.
Should we get going then?
People would call it contrived. I would call it, hey, this would be a neat story thread.
Yep, let's go home.
Yeah, we could end the day. It's like 28 minutes in the recording so far.
Yes. The incident with Medjet seems to have been more effective than predicted. This should spur the Phantom Thieves' support even more now. I agree. There are effective ways to use the Phantom Thieves. Now would be the best time to dispose of unnecessary trash, whether they're connected to us or not.
And now people will start dropping that they don't like. Hey, you're back. How'd it go with Futaba? You've been keeping her company for the past few days. I appreciate it. That's her now. Oh. Criminal uses the metaverse to carry out the crimes. No matter... This is no longer a matter we can ignore. Especially because it might be the one who killed Futaba's mom. To be honest, I consider the idea that they might be behind only the rumored psychotic breakdowns. But now it appears as though this person is killing people as well. Technically, they're making people have mental shutdowns, which then causes them to die. That's something that happens when you kill someone's shadow, yeah? We were worried about it back with Kamoshida Madarame, remember? Psychotic breakdowns and mental shutdowns. It would make sense if the same person was behind them. The news never talks about the victims dying, so People only know about the breakdowns. So this is seriously a case. If that's for real, whoever's doing it is some kind of assassin. Gonna beat the crap out of them. I would suggest us be more cautious moving forward as well. We don't know much even about our metaverse nav. That is true. What why that thing exists? I don't know. It would still be difficult for me to explain about Igor. I wonder if that criminal is using the app too. Futaba, this seems like your area of expertise. Do you know anything about it? No. I never even heard about it before. I mean, it's not really even an app. It's more like a mysterious app-like thing. I see. It's okay though. I might not know much about the nav, but I can still navigate you guys on the path to victory. I'll guide you to whatever criminal you're looking for. You can really rely on me. Awesome, dude. You're way more reliable than Mona.
What?
Dang it, Ryuji. You always find the worst possible things to say. Yeah. Keep that up and things might go bad for you. Next is news about Phantom Thieves. Royal Suit's popularity is still going strong. Merchandise of them has been produced and sales have been very good due to their appeal. With the popularity still rising, this Phantom Thieves boom will continue for a while yet. They're calling it a Phantom Thief boom. I'm so proud of us. But not Ryuji. He stinks. He's a stinky person. I was like, I'll just head upstairs. First, smells like salt water. Well, that's your problem, dude.
Nice.
Okay, let's save. How much money do I have right now? Quarter million? Yeah, I would probably have, I was thinking probably like do what the guide suggests and get to about like 2 million. Seems fair enough. Equipment. Do I have some luck too? Oh yeah. She has no actual weapon. She has no actual weapon because she doesn't actually attack. It's gonna be kind of annoying. She's not even gonna really need anything. I'm just gonna keep the luck on her for now, and then try to find a an outfit that has luck. Because I believe a lot of her stats are based off of her luck. Of like, does this go off? So actually, let's go into stats. She has no tactics. So her persona is Necronomicon, and confirm affinities you have previously attacked. So basically, if you are to go like I'm gonna use a fire attack, there will be a little thing going like, this is neutral, this is good, or this is higher than normal or less than normal on the stat. It's actually really useful analysis. After battle, 10% of HP will be recovered for backup allies, and that is in 7 levels. She's gonna get that really soon because she's actually the lowest level person in this group, with Anne and Ryuji trailing behind because I don't use them in the party. Like, I probably won't even use the next 2 characters that show up. Like, that is how much this grouping of people I like so much. But that also means I probably will never get the achievement to have Futaba say every piece of dialogue. And by every piece of dialogue, I mean Futaba helping us out with each of her abilities, Futaba crying out that each of the party members did a crit, each of the party members is down, each of the party members knocked down an enemy, and like a few other things. Like, I don't even know like how you would go about like making sure you get that achievement besides going into mementos and just staying there for hours trying to knock down the last character. The final character you get, slight spoilers, but he does not stick around for much later than that dungeon. He's the character basically sticks around, is in that dungeon, and then he acts as more of like, I'm here on like supporting detail almost. So yeah. So let's double check. Hero front, yes.
I'll just add this.
I'll just save again. It's only a little, but it helped me that you've learned the ropes. Are you helping out today? Yeah. I'll teach you how to make good coffee. All depends on taste. The taste all depends on you, though. It all depends on you for the taste.
Well,
Okay, today we're gonna try brewing a cup of coffee from step 1. Just listen to what I have to tell you. These beans are Colombian, medium fine city roast, and don't let the water boil too much. Give me fine, I'll be here the whole time.
yeah.
Not bad, though I guess anyone can do something as simple as just brewing it. Making a blend, on the other hand, is a different story. Mixing beans at random won't do you any good. It worked in Pokemon with the Pokeblocks. It should work here, right? That's how that works. That's because the acidity and the flavor profile all depends on the bean ratio. Pretty deep, huh? Tell me more. I always like to learn. Someone's enthusiastic. If you're really that interested, feel free to try out whatever combinations you want to. Oh, but hands off the expensive beans, got it? Next up is the curry. There's something special about its flavor. The truth is, a scientific genius actually came up with a perfect spice combo to complement my coffee. Something about the quantification of taste, but there's no formula for flavor. It's pretty damn good. Anyhow, we don't make compromises when it comes to food service. Our stuff's gotta wow the customers. This is a tiny shop after all. Self-satisfaction is the only thing that keeps me going. Haven't I already told you I don't have the money? Look, this is the place. Look at this place. Do you see how many customers are in here? Oh no. Oh, no need to hide it, Sakura-san. Sakura-san. You must have saved plenty from your time working in the government. Aren't you taking care of that employee right there too, for nothing more than charity? Wish you had told me the same kindness you show others. If you're not planning on buying anything, can you please leave? I'm expecting a phone call, so I don't have time to chat with you. I don't mind if you take the call in front of me. I can talk to your little friend here in the meantime. I shouldn't keep talking until your so shouldn't we keep talking until your call comes in? Or would that be too inconvenient for you? Well, there's that social services call I was waiting for. Hey, you come around pretty often to make sure this guy. You come around pretty often to make sure this guy's not getting into any trouble. Want me to introduce you? Oh, that's right. I have some business I need to take care of myself. I'll come back later.
Jeez.
Does he really have nothing better to do? I guess I should explain what's going on. He might try and drop by when I'm not around. That man is an old acquaintance of mine who's short on cash right now. Looks pretty friendly, yeah? Don't let him fool you. It's all an act. I have to say though, I'm surprised you're quick-witted enough to pull that stuff off. Well, they saved me back there. Here's 3 points that I should have given you earlier. Bonding time. Allows you to make that curry that slightly restores SP to all allies.
Alright.
And that is why I stopped making coffee. You'll be unable to make curry during the day and after school when the cafe is open. Try cooking at night when the stove is free. Still, why do people poke around in other people's troubles? It's way easier to ignore them. Guess that's just the kind of person you are though, huh? It's that time already? I'd report him to the cops if he wasn't related to her. Oh, never mind that.
Now then.
Anyway, that's for today. Go study or something after you close up. Feel my kindness growing. 3 points! And we're doing the Big Bang Burger Challenge tomorrow, and it doesn't raise kindness.
That black thing was me? That can't be true. I'm supposed to be human. I should be. If we get rid of the distortion in the depths of mementos, I'm sure it'll all be fine. Sorry, did I wake you up?
No, I'm good. Bad dream?
Oh, my sunburns were hurting and that woke me up. I
Right.
was absorbing all the sunlight because I'm black. Don't you get it?
I thought darker pigments were to stop sunlight being absorbed, but hey, that's just me kind of knowing random facts about biology. You're burnt black. Oh. Cats get sunburns?
You're thinking that my entire body's covered in fur, aren't you? I've got none on my pads.
It's fair.
By the way, it's not like I'm bothered by this or anything, but hypothetically speaking, okay? What would you do if I turned out to be some weird thing?
You already are a weird thing. Oh. I forgot that this was actually a thing. You're already weird.
That's... well... if what I saw from earlier is true, is it okay for me to stay with the Phantom Thieves?
I picked that literally because I said it and the response was there, so I had to pick it.
And even if I'm with the team, I'm useless at the moment. It's nothing.
Okay, I'm going back to sleep then.
Well, I've gotten pretty used to my life as a cat, too. And to be frank, this storage room isn't bad either.
Sure,
Then
whatever.
again, I can't wait to turn back to being a human so I can move out.
Yeah, it'd be devastating if,
Maybe I'll live a life of luxury in a suite on the highest floor. But rather than becoming some weird thing, maybe staying as a cat isn't so bad either.
you get turned into a car.
You and me made a deal, yeah? That means I can stay here. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Thought so. Don't forget what you just said, okay?
Why would I forget? Chance to cure status ailments inflicted on party members. Thank you for that. I believe that's the end of the day. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Come on. Let's hurry up and get to sleep. Night. It'll be fine, right?